President Mahama is set to deliver his maiden State of the Nation address since assuming office. A key focus of his speech is expected to be the state of Ghana's economy, with emphasis on macroeconomic indicators such as gross domestic product (GDP) growth, inflation, gross international reserves, policy objectives, job creation, and infrastructural development across various sectors, in line with Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution. Some Ghanaians remain optimistic that President will outline concrete measures to address rising inflation, which has been a major concern for businesses and households.
Stabilization of the cedi, the dollar, if I should put it that way, should also be paramount. The government should be doing is we should be exporting more than importing. I mean, that's the only way. They can't control the influx of these imports. At the end of the day, we have a free market. Everybody can bring in anything they want. But if you want to close the gap, I think we should be exporting rather than importing every single item.
Well, we want the government to touch on about our dollar rate, so that they can talk something we can talk of it, so that we can know how the rate of the dollar is going to be stable for us to do our business very well. That's only what we want the government to touch on. So we want him to focus on our business, so that things will go on successful and everything will go on cool. Not that we'll buy dollar today, and the next day the dollar will go down. When it goes down, it affects us.
I want President to move the economy correct for us, so that we business people, we know how to, we can get some as a Ghana here. We are so far. So once we trust him, that's why we voted for him. So we want President to turn Ghana for us, as he's promised when it was not elected. When it was an election, we vote for him to change Ghana for us. So we need better Ghana and everything correct. I want him to reduce everything for us, especially the tax on the phones and the phones gadgets. We want him to reduce everything for us, so that there are taxes on it, so that we can move, this economy will move well and my pocket will not be empty.
However, others caution against expecting immediate results at this early stage of his administration. They believe President Mahama is on the right track to restoring economic stability and should be given the necessary time and support to implement his policies effectively.
He hasn't been in office for far too long, and we can't give him much pressure. It's barely 2 months. Yeah, so we still have a long way to go.
We can't say for this short period that he's in power he should fulfill all our needs, because we know he came to meet some challenges. We won't put the blame on any party, but we are just wishing him well and hopeful that he will be able to implement all his plans.
As expected, it is a mixed reaction, with some section of the citizenry expecting the government to put in plans to make sure the cedi to dollar rate is stabilized and taxes are reduced to make sure businesses flourish in the country. Meanwhile, other section of the citizenry are not expecting much, since the president just gained his seat. They are just hopeful that the trust they had in him before electing him as the president, he will fulfill and make sure Ghana regains its stamina as a country. Belinda Tete, TV3 News, Uno East Region, Techiman.